Even though this is not on the midterm, it connects many concepts you already learned. Meiosis, gametes, fertilization, genetic variation. The big idea is the reproductive system produces haploid gametes through meiosis, and fertilization combines gametes to create a diploid zygote. First concept, gametes. Gametes are sex cells. The two gametes in humans are sperm in males' egg cells, also called oocytes, in females. Gametes are haploid, meaning they contain 23 chromosomes, one set of chromosomes. This is important because fertilization combines two haploid gametes, 23 plus 23 equal to 46. Mini summary. Gametes are haploid sex cells produced through meiosis. Q&A. What are gamete sex cells used in reproduction? What are the two human gametes, sperm and egg cells? Are gametes haploid or diploid haploid? How many chromosomes are in human gametes? 23 chromosomes. Why are gametes haploid so fertilization restores the diploid chromosome number? Next concept, spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis is sperm production. It occurs in the seminiferous tubules inside the testes. The testes produce testosterone. Millions of sperm are produced continuously. A single ejaculation may contain hundreds of millions of sperm cells. Sperm are very small and specialized for movement. Mini summary. Spermatogenesis produces large numbers of haploid sperm inside the testes. Q&A. What is spermatogenesis? The production of sperm cells. Where does spermatogenesis occur? In the seminiferous tubules of the testes. What are seminiferous tubule structures inside the testes where sperm form? What are the functions of the testes? Produce sperm and testosterone. How many sperm cells are in one ejaculation? Hundreds of millions. Are sperm haploid or diploid haploid? Why are sperm specialized? For movement to travel toward the egg. Next concept, oogenesis. Oogenesis is egg production. It occurs in the ovaries. Unlike sperm production, females usually release one mature egg per month. Egg cells are much larger than sperm because they contain nutrients for early development. Ovulation is the release of the egg from the ovary. Mini summary. Oogenesis produces haploid egg cells in the ovaries, usually one per month. Q&A. What is oogenesis? The production of egg cells. Where does oogenesis occur? In the ovaries. What is ovulation? Release of an egg from the ovary. How many eggs are usually released each month? 1. Are egg cells haploid or diploid haploid? Why are egg cells larger than sperm? They contain nutrients for development. Next concept, male reproductive anatomy. Important structures. Testes produce sperm and testosterone. Seminiferous tubules, site of sperm production. Vas deferens, tube carrying sperm away from testes. Penis, organ that delivers sperm into the female reproductive tract. Mini summary. The male reproductive system produces and transports sperm. Q&A. What is the function of the testes? Produce sperm and testosterone. What is the function of seminiferous tubule sperm production? What is the function of the vas deferens? Transport sperm. What is the function of the penis? Deliver sperm into the female reproductive tract. Next concept, female reproductive anatomy. Important structures. Ovaries produce eggs and hormones. Fallopian tubes transport eggs and usually where fertilization occurs. Uterus, site where embryo develops. Cervix, opening between uterus and vagina. Vagina receives sperm and serves as birth canal. Mini summary. The female reproductive system produces eggs and supports embryo development. Q&A. What is the function of the ovaries? Produce eggs and hormones. What is the function of the fallopian tubes? Transport eggs and serve as common fertilization site. What is the function of the uterus? Support development of the embryo and fetus. What is the function of the cervix? Opening between uterus and vagina. What is the function of the vagina? Receives sperm and serves as the birth canal. Next concept, fertilization. Fertilization occurs when a sperm and egg fuse. This usually happens in the fallopian tube. The resulting cell is called a zygote. The zygote is diploid because 23 chromosomes from sperm, 23 chromosomes from egg, total equal to 46 chromosomes. Mini summary. Fertilization combines two haploid gametes to form a diploid zygote. Q&A. What is fertilization? Fusion of sperm and egg cells. Where does fertilization usually occur? In the fallopian tube. What is a zygote? The cell formed after fertilization. Is a zygote haploid or diploid? Why is the zygote diploid? Because it contains chromosomes from both parents. Next concept, barriers to fertilization. Even though millions of sperm are released, fertilization is difficult. Barriers include acidic environment in vagina, immune defenses, long-distance sperm must travel protective layers around egg, only one sperm can fertilize the egg. Most sperm never reach the egg. Mini summary. Many biological barriers make fertilization difficult. Q&A. What are barriers to fertilization? Conditions that make fertilization difficult? Why do most sperm not reach the egg? They face environmental and physical barriers. What prevents multiple sperm from fertilizing one egg? Protective changes in the egg after fertilization begins. Next concept, sexual versus asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction combines DNA from two parents. Advantages: greater genetic variation, better adaptation to changing environments. Asexual reproduction. One parent, offspring genetically identical. Meiosis and fertilization increase variation through crossing over, independent assortment, random fertilization. Mini summary. Sexual reproduction increases genetic diversity compared to asexual reproduction. Q&A. What is the advantage of sexual reproduction? Greater genetic variation. What is asexual reproduction? Reproduction involving one parent and identical offspring. How does meiosis contribute to genetic variation? Through crossing over and independent assortment. How does fertilization contribute to variation? Random sperm and egg combinations create unique offspring. Why is genetic variation important? It improves survival and adaptation. Next concept, birth control. Birth control methods reduce the chance of pregnancy. Examples, barrier methods. Condoms prevent sperm from reaching the egg. Hormonal methods. Birth control pills prevent ovulation. Surgical methods. Vasectomy, tubal ligation. Effectiveness depends on correct use, consistency. Some methods also reduce sexually transmitted infections, especially condoms. Mini summary. Birth control methods work by preventing fertilization or ovulation. Q&A. What is the purpose of birth control? To reduce the chance of pregnancy. How do condoms work? They block sperm from reaching the egg. How do birth control pills work? They prevent ovulation. What is a vasectomy? A surgical procedure blocking sperm transport. Which birth control method also helps prevent sexually transmitted infections? Condoms. Does birth control effectiveness depend on proper use? Yes. Final summary of the entire topic. The reproductive system produces haploid gametes through meiosis. Males produce millions of sperm, while females usually release one egg per month. Fertilization occurs in the fallopian tube and creates a diploid zygote. Sexual reproduction increases genetic variation through meiosis and fertilization. Birth control methods help prevent pregnancy by blocking fertilization or ovulation.